There's obviously a lot of innovation happening in the private sector around stablecoins, and we want to make sure we can harness that innovation to improve efficiencies, if we can, in the payment system. I do think that if a private sector entity is creating a stablecoin that is connected to a fiat currency, in the case that we care about, the United States dollar, they're creating a form of private money. And private money needs to be well regulated. Private money, we've seen many examples throughout history, can cause significant risks in the financial system. And private money that's linked to the dollar basically borrows the trust of the Federal Reserve in its issuance. So we think there's a very strong interest in having strong federal regulation of stablecoins that makes sure that the Federal Reserve can approve stablecoin issuers, can regulate stablecoin issuers, can enforce against stablecoin issuers, and the set of protections around that, including how you deal with wallets and making sure that they're safe and sound. All of that, I think we need a strong federal framework for, and we don't have one of those yet.
So you really do need the Congress to establish that in an absence that there's a limited amount of things that the Fed can do, or is it just a kind of a stopgap?
We think, I would just say, as a policy matter, it's better if the Congress can decide the basic rules of the road. Yeah. Now, on central bank digital currency, there also is a lot of innovation happening around in the world in that, and there are some countries who have moved forward with stablecoins, at least in a limited way. There are many countries who are involved in research and development, many countries thinking about the policy framework. At the Federal Reserve, we're also taking a look at central bank digital currency. We're very focused on research questions. We haven't made a decision about whether it would be a good idea or not a good idea to establish this or that approach to central bank digital currency. If we did decide it made sense to do, for example, a retail central bank digital currency, we would only do that if Congress and the executive branch clearly authorized us to do that step with respect to retail CBDC. And in the meanwhile, we're doing research, and the research will help inform decision-making about what we might recommend, and also help think about what the right payments architecture and infrastructure we might need, whether we use a CBDC or don't use a CBDC. Research can help inform how we can improve the payments infrastructure overall.